Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Crash, the podcast where we cover all things spiritual, life in general, and so much more. I am your host, Gethin Mayers, and today we're going to be talking about the outdoors and the benefits that being outdoors can have for you. So, I went for a walk this morning with my mom, and this is where the whole idea of this podcast episode comes from. Because I feel absolutely amazing. And I mean it. Absolutely amazing. It's crazy what a little bit of sun can do to help you start your day. So obviously I know we're in the UK. We don't get much sun. But even walking in the rain, just being out in the outdoors is so good for your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. There's so many benefits from just going out and being outdoors rather than being stuck in the same rooms over and over. So on the walk today, we went down a route we didn't even know was here, and we've been here for about 3 years, and we stumbled upon it because we spoke to my uncle who also lives in the area, and he told us about this walk, and we wasn't too sure where it was, how we was going to get there, but my God, I'm so glad that we did. Everything happens for a reason. So we went for this walk, and my God, it's crazy the amount of things that we actually have on our doorstep. So it took us all through all these fields, and you had a good bird's eye view of like all the mountains and everything like that. And it was just wonderful. And I really did want to just sit there for a little bit and just take it all in. But we was on a little bit of a tight schedule because my mom had to go somewhere. But when I was going through my depression and I was like very suicidal and everything like that, going for walks is probably the first step that actually helped me to get better, helped me to get back on track. That dog by there, Luna, the Belgian Malinois, she's one of the main reasons I'm still here, because she gave me a reason to go outside, because obviously she needed a walk. So I used to go for a daily walk with her, and it was one of the best things that's ever happened for my mental health. Just being outside in the present. Like, I know some people, when they go for their walks, they use like headphones and stuff like that. But I never used to really use the headphones much. And if I did, I'd only have one headphone in just because I wanted to be aware of my surroundings in case there was a bike or another dog. Because Luna was quite a reactive dog, which is quite a good thing looking back at it, because it allowed me to be more present because I had to be more alert. But also it was a negative thing. But we've worked on that, and she's not as reactive anymore. So we used to go on long walks, short walks. But the feeling I used to have, so I used to absolutely hate the fact that I had to get ready, go out, go and do this, get changed. And I used to stall. And like, I can remember some days that I'd be taking her out about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And looking back now, it was probably just because of the mindset I was in. I wasn't in a good place. I didn't really want to be doing things. But something inside of me, looking at that dog, it was like, yeah, she deserves to go out. And as I started going out, the times would get better, and I started to feel better in myself. So this brings me on to my next point, where a lot of you could get out, even if it's just to go out and sit in the sun, sit in the rain, sit in wherever kind of weather. Just go sit outside. If you're not capable of walking, or you're not very active, just go outside and embrace it. Embrace the sounds. Listen to the sounds that are surrounding. And you'll start to feel better in yourself. It's something amazing that the connection we have with the earth, with nature, everything like that can actually do to us. Because I feel like when you do like barefoot walking, for instance, you just feel so much more grounded. You feel so much more happier. You feel lighter on your feet. And this is the same for when you just go outside. When you go outside, you step outside and you start enjoying the outdoors. So I do a lot of mountain walks. I want to do more content actually on TikTok of some of the mountain walks that I'm going to be doing. I've got a few written in the diary, which is very exciting, and I look forward to it. But like I said, we had an absolutely amazing walk on our doorstep. So ask yourself, what amazing walks can you do that are on your doorstep? You don't need to have a dog to go for the walk. You don't need to have other people to go for the walk. And 9 times out of 10, you can type into Google, oh, good walks near me, and they'll find one for you. You could even walk to the shop. You know, say for instance, you always drive to the shop and the shop is a 5-minute drive. That's going to be like what? A 10-minute, 15-minute walk? Maybe a bit longer, 20-minute walk. But still, that's going to get your steps in. And if you've never done it before, it might be hard. But you'll feel much better for it once you've done it. And the thought of doing it might be a chore, it might be a drag. But walking and just being outdoors is one of the best things you can do for your mental health. So why would you put it off? And on our today's walk, I like to play games with my guide. Basically, I'll ask him for a sign. So if I got a situation or something going on, I'll ask him for a sign. And we was walking down the road. So my sign was, I wanted to see a number plate with A-OK. So it's not impossible, but it's quite a unique sign. So I was walking down the road with my mum. On a previous walk, I told my mum, oh, this is my sign for something that's going on. My mum was like, oh, that's a good sign. That's going to be quite a hard one. I was like, yeah, but if I see it, that's how I know definitely that it's a sign from above. And as we're walking down the road, comes down this big lorry, and my mum just starts going, it's the sign. I look on the number plate. There it was, clear as day. A-OK. So that's another thing that's happened outdoors. You know, I wouldn't have had my sign if I didn't do that walk today. So it just makes me think that being outdoors is such a privilege, and a lot of people don't actually take advantage of this. They always say, like, if you live right next door to the beach, you don't tend to go to the beach because it's right on your doorstep. And then it's not until you actually move away that you use it. So I used to live by a cycle lane, which was absolutely perfect for walking Luna. There was a nice big field. And we used to go there, and I used to do all the training with her. Used to let her off the lead, practice the recall. And when we moved to the new location, the line wasn't here. So it was, I took it upon myself to find the new walks, to find the walks that I enjoy doing and what to do. I found a few good places, you know. I found a good few walking distance, like big fields and lanes and paths and stuff like that. And the adventure, the thrill of the adventure is absolutely wonderful. So I know a lot of you wait until it's sunny as well, because obviously everyone loves the sun. No one really likes being wet. But there's something about going walking in the rain when you got lots of problems on your mind. The sound of the rain pitter-pattering on you, and you feel like you're cleansing yourself as you're going through these problems. And I can remember when I was in my darkest days, I used to prefer the rain walks than I did the sun walks. Because with the sun walks, like, it's nice, but I'm a bit of a heavy sweater, so like I'd be carrying all the stuff for Luna, all the bag and all, and it'd just be a bit sweaty, you know? But the rain walks, even though I got a little bit wet, even though it was dark and gloomy, it reminded me that there's always light after a storm. There's always sun after a storm. There's always calmness after a storm. So during that rain, that's where I was in my life. I was dark, gloomy, and in a way, the rain was giving me the hope, was giving me the positivity to carry on. And I think it just goes to perspective, because I had to really pull myself out of a dark place, and I did it on my own. A lot of you, I suggest talking to people. I suggest going and getting the help that you need. But I know for a fact, if I didn't start walking, if I didn't have Luna to get me out to start walking, I wouldn't be doing these podcasts now. I'd be in a box somewhere, whether that's ashes or in the ground. I don't know, wherever my mum and dad would have decided. And it's quite frightening to think about that. But hey, being outdoors saved my life. Being adventurous saved my life. And it showed me a new passion for walking, for barefoot walking, mountain climbing. Obviously, the barefoot walking, that wasn't a choice. That's more of a from injuries, because I separate my ankle from my foot, tore my ligaments, all my tendons, and yeah, that's what basically started the spiral of the alcohol becoming an alcoholic, and I also started the spiral of the depression, and because my whole life changed. But I was able to regain my life for the better because I wanted to make the change. Because when I used to go walking and I was wearing the trainers, my ankles would go, they would roll over. Because obviously once you have an ankle injury or a problem to the ankles, it's a common occurrence that you're going to have ankle problems constantly. So my ankles was going constantly when I was walking. So I was doing research just so that I could get my life back, so that I didn't have to feel the pain of ankles going. So that's when I stumbled upon the benefits of barefoot walking, which I'm going to cover in another... That's going to be another podcast episode. Maybe next week's podcast episode. That might be a good idea. But because I started doing barefoot walking, I absolutely love it. And it's one of my favorite things to do now is go for a barefoot run. I do love a barefoot run. I go down to my local like park and stuff for that barefoot run because it just makes you feel so alive and grounded. And let me tell you, if you're going for a dark place now, right, just get outside. Whether it's sitting in the garden, reading your book, or sitting in the garden on your phone, just get outside, walk to the shop, do something, because it will make you feel better, even if it's just for a short period of time. That moment when you come back in the house, you're going to be in a good mood, whether it's just for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour. But for me, I've learned that it's allowed me to expand to the full day so that I'm able to have a full day of just feeling good because I've made it my morning routine to go for a walk. So if you have got a dog, perfect opportunity to go for the walks and stuff. It don't have to be a long walk. Even though long walks are nice, and there's lots of nice long walks in Wales. My absolute favourite one, and if anyone's listening, you want to do it, and you live in Wales, it's the Monmouthshire Rowing Club. So it's a circular route. It's about 25 km. It's a circular route, and you walk, follow the river down, follow it down, and then you come to like a drawbridge kind of thing. It's like a bouncy bridge. Cross over the bridge, and then you walk up. So it's absolutely crazy. I love it absolutely so much, and I think I'm gonna do it soon because I have got tomorrow off actually. I think I'm going to do the walk tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how plans go. But it's an absolutely beautiful walk. And it's one of those walks where when the sun is shining, when it is dry, but it's not warm, it's like windy, but the sun's out. It's absolutely beautiful because the forest you walk through, you just feel so alive. And following the river, obviously, river's a very spiritual thing. We can talk about that because... rivers hold memories, but again, that's another podcast. But yeah, you gotta find a way that you enjoy it, whether it's riding your bike, whether it's just doing your exercise outside, whether it's walking, whether it's just sitting outside, meditating outside, reading your book outside. Just get outside, just get out enjoying yourself, because the benefits from it will make you feel absolutely beautiful. It's like when you're in your room and you have your curtains shut all the time. As soon as you open the curtains, you let a little bit of light in, you'd feel better in yourself. So I love all types of weathers. You've probably seen many videos of me dancing in the rain because I feel like, why should we let other things dictate our happiness? Why do we let, for instance, the rain ruin our plans? Why can't we still go ahead and do the things we want to do? It's just a bit of water. And it doesn't matter if you get a little bit wet, because at the end, you're going to dry off. And you're going to find your happiness within yourself. And that's all it is. That's all it boils down to, is the outdoors connect you back to the earth. It connects you back to who you're meant to be, who you are. And like I said, if you go out all the time and you're always wearing your headphones, try it once. Go walking. No phone. No nothing. No headphones, anything like that. Keep your phone in your pocket, obviously, just in case of an emergency. But... no headphones. Don't go on your phone. Take everything in. Become aware of your surroundings. Listen to the birds. Listen to the rustle of the leaves, of the wind blows. Listen. Feel. Feel the sensations. And be present. Because a lot of people don't understand this, but walking can be classed as a type of medication, yeah, and a meditation. So a lot of people don't realize that when you actually walk and you're being present in the moment, you're actually meditating, which is brilliant because everyone's got busy lives. Everyone's got things going on. And every time I go for a walk on my own, I am present. And I use this as an opportunity to do my meditations. And rather than thinking about, oh, this is what I need to do when I get home, blah, 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 I'm being present. And the only thoughts going through my head is, oh, I like the sound of that bird. Oh, look at this over here. Oh, it's a gorgeous day. And I'm being present in the moment. So try it. Give it a try. So this is a little ramble about the outdoors and how it basically saved my life. And maybe it could save yours. If you're in a dark place, get out walking. It don't have to be long. 5, 10, 15, whatever you feel comfortable with. At the moment, I'm doing 45-minute walks. Obviously, if I wanted to do a bit longer, I would. But I'm making it my importance to do 45-minute walks because I'm doing 75 hard. So obviously, you got to do one activity outside. Even a run outside is cool. Doing your exercise outside. But just get outside, get moving, embrace it. And you'll find which you prefer, whether it's mountains, water, forest. You'll find where you feel the most comfortable. Because I love it all. I love just nature in general, and every part of it. So there we go. That's me telling you, get outside, go and have fun, and life is for the living. So thank you all so much for listening or watching the Spiritual Crash. I've been your host, Gethin Mayers, and I am so proud of you. I believe in you. You're just going to smash whatever life throws at you. Hope you all have an absolutely blessed day, night, whenever you're listening to this. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.